happy Wednesday. I promised you guys that I would get out some food videos this week, and so I am gonna teach you today how to make something that I really love. And it's especially a recipe that I want to share with you because most people don't make this at home. They go to a restaurant. And I love Mexican food. I could eat Mexican food every day. I love Mexican food. But of course, because of the coronavirus shut in, we can't necessarily do that. So I'm about to teach you how to make guacamole. And I make a mean guacamole, so I hope you enjoy the recipe. So let me first start off. But first of all, do you like the music that I'm playing in the background? I'm trying to add a little more sassle to my videos and stuff. So yeah, that's the Mexican music playing in the background. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about what are the ingredients and the tools that you need to make your guacamole. It's really not that many ingredients, believe it or not. So first of all, I have, my own little kind of granite mortar and pestle that I use to make my guacamole in. So I'm going to be making it in that. Of course, you will need a sharp knife, okay? And then you don't have to have a lemon squeezer because you're only going to squeeze half of a lime. But this is a lime squeezer. I'm going to be using that for the lime. And the ingredients that's going to go in the guacamole, you're going to have avocado. I'm going to make this guacamole today with 4, just regular size avocados. You need a purple onion. I do not like white onions in my guacamole, so I'm specifically using purple onions because I like the flavor of purple onions better, okay? You will also need jalapeno pepper, okay? And you will also need some cilantro. And I really just bought this cilantro, but because I'm not using the plastic bags because of the coronavirus, I noticed that when I put my leafy greens in the fridge without having them in a plastic bag, that they wilt fast. So this is really not as old as it looks, but we're still going to use it for our guacamole today. And what I've done is and then of course you need some salt and pepper. If you like pepper, if you don't like pepper, you don't have to put that in your guacamole. And then of course some tortilla chips. Now, what you also can do that I'm not going to do today because I don't care for it, but if you like a garlicky taste of guacamole, you can take a clove of garlic and then just pull, this clove of garlic off, and take the skin off, and then you can just kind of sear your container here with the garlic to give the guacamole a more garlic taste. But I don't want to put garlic in my guacamole. So okay, so here's what we're going to do. I've already done some prepping, and I have 3 avocados already that I have opened up here. I've already chopped up some of the cilantro that I'm going to put in there. I've already chopped up the jalapeno peppers, and you want to make sure that unless you like things spicy hot, you want to make sure that you take the seeds out of the jalapeno peppers when you chop those up. And then I've already chopped up the purple onions. So those are pretty much all the ingredients that you need. Now, what I would like to do is just show you how to slice a avocado, just in case you may not know how. So I'm going to do one of those on camera for you. And all you have to do really is, just take your knife and kind of start at the top. And then all you're doing really is sliding the avocado. As you can see, you're really not moving the knife. You're just sliding the avocado. So you've cut it in half and then cut it one more time. And again, all you're doing is just sliding the avocado down the knife. That's the easiest way to, cut an avocado that I've noticed. And then at that point, you want to take it in half. And then, of course, one of the halves is going to have the seed in there. You just conk down with your knife and the seed comes right out. And then now you have 4 halves of the avocado, and you can easily just put this avocado right in your bowl without a lot of effort. So that's one of the easiest ways to kind of get that avocado out and make that for your guacamole. So now what I'm going to do at this point is take the rest of the guacamole that I have cut up and put that in the bowl with that. And then from that point, all you're going to do really next is just kind of add all your ingredients. So let me put the bowl up here so you can see it more. So everything is going to be, how much you put in is really going to be based on the taste that you like your guacamole. So if you're making guacamole for the first time, just start with putting a little bit of ingredients in at one time, see how you like it, see how it tastes, and then just add accordingly. But I'm just going to dump all the ingredients in here. I have the avocado. Oh, first, before I add the other ingredients, let me cut this lime. So I'm going to cut the lime in half. And then just take the juice of a half of a lime and sprinkle it all over the avocado, kind of like so. Okay? And how much lime juice you put in really depends on how much of a tangy taste that you want your avocado to be. But that's your guacamole to be. But that's pretty simple. Okay? Now, next thing you want to do is just dump in all the ingredients. So I'm going to dump in the cilantro. I'm only going to start with about half of the jalapenos just to see how spicy it is with just half. And then if I have to go back and add some, I will. And then I'm going to just dump some of these onions in here. I love purple onions in guacamole, but I don't like a lot of onions. Okay? And then from that point, you just want to add a little bit of salt. Or maybe a little more salt. And then just a little bit of pepper. If you like pepper. You don't have to put pepper in there. And then at that point, all you're really going to do is just kind of smush everything together. Okay, so you're just going to kind of use in your pestle. If you don't have this, you know, one of these little fancy things here, you can just take a spoon, you know, and I'll show you how to do it with just a spoon. You know, you're just taking a spoon and kind of smashing. Actually, what would work better than a spoon is a fork. So you can just kind of take your fork and just kind of smash up your avocado. Now, I like chunky avocado. So I don't smash mine up too fine because I like avocado that kind of has some chunks in it. So I'm going to take, you know, I'm smashing mine, but I'm not smashing it too fine. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, and then once you have everything kind of smashed, the avocados kind of smashed up, then from that point you can just kind of mix everything up. Just mix everything up like that. Okay, and I'm going to do a taste test and see how it tastes. And if it doesn't taste, you know, depending on how it tastes, I will, you know, decide what I want to add or subtract or add more of. Okay, that tastes really, really good. I'm just going to add just a little bit more salt. Okay, and I think I can handle just a little bit more jalapenos in there. So I'm going to put a little bit more jalapenos and just a little bit more onion. Okay, these avocados came straight out the fridge, so I should really have let them sit on the counter a little bit so they would, you know, be a little more bursting with flavor. Okay, so really, that is your your guacamole. It's really just that simple. So you never want to serve anything that doesn't look all nice and pretty. So at that point, you just want to take a paper towel and just kind of clean up your avocado bowl like this so it looks all nice and pretty and you don't have the smears from mixing up that mixing up that guacamole all over your bowl. And then at this point, you can just kind of fluff it up a little bit just to kind of make it look pretty. And then at that point, you just want to make it a little more pretty. So typically, I would put some cilantro in there, but this cilantro is kind of all wilted, but I'm still going to put that in there just to kind of show you how you can decorate it and kind of make it pretty. You just kind of sit some cilantro up in there to make it look like a tree. And then you can take some of your lime and just slice a lime, kind of like a garnish that you would put on a cocktail. Just slice the lime, and then you can just dip the lime down in there like that. And then if you want to just garnish it on top with a few of the onions, you can do that. And, you know, just a couple of the jalapeno peppers on top. And there you have it. Guacamole. And it tastes so good. I'm going to give one more taste test just to see, you know, if it's all sized up with the extra things that I put in there. That is really, 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 really good. Okay, now, this is, if I had company here, of course, I would have probably made twice the amount that I made here, but this is about the amount that you can expect from 4 avocados. Now, I'm just going to have a little snack, so I have this cute little dish here that I'm going to put just a little bit of avocado on, so that I could just enjoy with the snack. So I'm just gonna scoop it right out and put the avocado right here on the top, like that, like so. And then you just wanna take some of your tortilla chips and surround your little dish there with some tortilla chips. Now, I typically warm my tortilla chips, so I'm doing this just to show you how to make the guacamole and make it pretty, but what I will be doing is before I eat those tortilla chips, just putting them in the toaster oven just a little bit so they can get warm. So I'm just gonna decorate this little tortilla bowl for you. I mean, this little avocado guacamole bowl for you so you can get to see how it looks. And everything is about presentation. So whether you are making dinner or making something for yourself or making something for somebody else, presentation is key. And just as special as your guests are, you're just as special as your guests. So even if you're making it for yourself, then it's all about presentation and pretty. And there you have it. Guacamole with some chips. So I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Let me know if you end up trying it and how much you like it. But this is your Wednesday night special of homemade guacamole. Have a great day, and I shall see you on the next video. How about that? Mwah. Love you.